Greetings, fellow defenders of the orphanage. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Boundless Witch. Episode 48, The Night Keeps Getting Darker. My plan for this event is to probably wait it out because I don't think we have the military force to clear it. So for reference, the Noctal is part of the Unnatural Darkness event. The Unnatural Darkness event dims the sky, and then if you're in the dark, you get stabbed by like an unknown force. So if you're in an unlit area, you get swallowed by darkness, moodlit, and then like stabbed. The Noctalists themselves don't do anything to you, but you'd have to destroy them all. And when you attack a Noctalith, they will summon a group of Noctals to attack you. And the Noctals are not impossible to kill, but like they swarm you pretty bad. Now, what you could do, hypothetically, is to like build an entire wall around the Noctals with like a path to like wall them in, but like that's a lot of work. That's not reasonable to do for this event, in my opinion. I forget how long the Unnatural Darkness lasts, though. Could I summon robot swarms? So yeah, I could. The problem is the moment you attack the timing of the two events will be really tricky. Because the moment you attack the Noctaliths, the Noctals spawn, and then they swarm you. So it's going to be really hard. If we just wait about, I think, 8 days at max. Okay, it is 8 days. We just wait it out. So what I would want to do in this case is, what I'm trying to do is get some components up so that I can build another geothermal generator on a steam geyser to then get farming up, because we're not growing any food, and we kind of have a food shortage as we have 9 food left. We are starving. I just don't know what to do about the food situation. We need to get the sun lamp on, but I will re-brown out. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm trying to think. So 3600 watts. I'm going to start turning stuff off that we don't need on. The boiler we don't really need because it's springtime. So we'll turn that off. We won't have hot water, but big deal. The problem is the AC units require 1800 watts. And I think what I'll do is this. I'm going to close this door. I'm going to actually replace this door with a wood one, so it's quick open close. And only really freeze my freezer. Knowing that, like, I won't be protected from bugs, but, like, the likelihood of me having unnatural darkness and an infestation is, I think, hopefully rather low. Can we supply? So, I could get more chem gens. But I don't have components. A lot of it just stems from I lack components. Like, however you measure, I just need more components. There's not really a quick and easy fix for it. I don't have any food at the moment, so I can turn off the stove. The other thing I want to do is, like, call in a trade caravan, but I don't think anyone's going to show up in the middle of this. Like, I could try. Bulk. Because, yeah, we have no food. Again. I'm trying to think if I have food in reserve. Not really, no. I have some packaged survival meals, which are veg-friendly. But that only keeps us fed for a day. I can harvest. Actually, a lot of this corn is about to be harvestable, so that's going to keep us okay for a bit. But getting components for more power is going to be like crucial. So I could, with one more component, get another chem gen, and that keeps kind of the lights-ish on-ish. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off this walk-in freezer. And this walk-in freezer. Butcher this horse claw. And then adjust the cooling. To the level of AC for the demand. Okay, so now we're only grid excess 300 watts, which is like way more manageable. Especially as it will become nighttime soon, and all I have to really do is like make one more component, shut off the fab bench. We're in grid excess now, and then drop a chem gen here. Which means drop a light there so that we can actually build the chem gen without getting stabbed in the dark. Cool. All right, build the chem gen, generate power, and we're okay. You were swallowed by darkness? No, you weren't. Oh, I mean, I guess you're in an unnatural darkness. Which... Okay. So now that that's done, we can add the lit zone here for the telescope, and then this is lit just from the chem gen as long as it stays fueled. That's on the other map tile, presumably. Yeah. Okay, so we're generating grid excess even with the light on. We have an excess of 1600 watts. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this walk-in freezer and then adjust this up 3. To try to keep the base frozen. Moro. Go eat a meal. Alright, prisoner is not doing great. Let's go ahead and harvest the corn early. It's not much early, but this should help out immensely. So stop meditating and go sow. And harvest. Yeah, it was weird. Those sick animals where we had to like hand feed them really was like the the straw that broke the camel's back, I would say. Unexpectedly. So our base isn't super frozen, but it's like closer to being frozen. Oh. Oh, crap. That's... Well, luckily I have pinhole. She was on the wrong zoning. So... I pinholed my way back. Oh boy. Moro, you cooked, right? Yeah, okay. So we have a few food. I don't have any idea. Actually, guests don't get attacked by natural darkness, if I recall correctly. It's just not something that happens to them. Which means I'll have a trade caravan, possibility of a trade caravan. The trouble with it, of course, is getting out to the caravan and then hauling the stuff back. It's going to be a little annoying because it'll be in the dark. But if Witch Psi Focus gains, it will be very possible. I also had a lot of food binges. I think that contributed to the food collapse as well. Oh boy. Which has the time to smooth stuff. Interesting. I guess? Yeah. And then I have Faint Face, prepping this farming zone. Not that we can use it right now in the dark, but like eventually we can farm here. It's funny, our pets are just like zipping around everywhere. Like, oh, I'm immune. I keep seeing their names and like freaking out that someone like breached the zone. But that's not the case. So we have a grid excess of 500 watts or so. I think that's just the stove got turned on. So I'll flick it off and then flick it back on when we do the next batch of cook. We do have a bunch of rice that will be harvested soon, so like maybe we won't starve. Witch being a witch, I don't think fully appreciates how like delicate the food situation regularly is. It's like as a joke by design. All right, so that's a good farm zone. Yeah. Cool. And she is meditating up. Trying to get her psi focus high enough to be able to get out to the trade caravan. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the trade caravan. Like, if they're actually going to show during Unnatural Darkness, it's possible that they're just like, nope. I wouldn't blame them. And Azrin snapped out of it. Good. Alright, Moro's making another batch of food. Vegetarian fine meal with eggs is not actually, hold on. a bad idea. If I can swing it. Or, well, because we did have all these duck eggs. No, don't do it like that. I feel like if I did fine meals like this and then instructed the fine meal to then be corn and eggs, it would not be vegetarian. I'm gonna save real quick just to, like, you know, in case it's stupid, and because this should be a veg safe fine meal. I just don't know if the game's gonna recognize it as such. Yeah, acceptable food for everyone. Okay, cool. Well, that's a good way to stretch the food. And it's good for morale. So do a few of those. That's enough side focus. Animal starvation. This is trickier because I would need to basically unrope them. I'd rather lose them and have them wander away than have them starve. So I'm going to have Witch do exactly that. Let them out into the wider area and potentially wander away. I'm going to try to prevent that, but, like, you know, we'll see. So I'm leaving this door open so that the fluffalopes can wander freely rather than starve to death and have access to the grazing out here. But it does mean that they could hypothetically wander away off the map. But it's obviously a risk I'm taking. Okay, I need a new face mask. Well, and that was pretty quick. Got a whole 10 seconds before Sappo was like, alright, time for me to leave. An Operation Go Fetch is, like, way easier said than done. Probably gonna get stabbed. Yep, got stabbed a little. Fluffalopes, Omu, and Horse Claws are all immune, yeah. Ooh, rice, yes. Oh wow, we have so little to do that we're actually cleaning up pollution. Where's the face mask go? Shouldn't we be getting 30 for this? Huh, I wonder why the rate sucked. Oh, maybe I think they're being electro harvested. That's why. All right, Dragon, Moon, Eagle, you are starving. You are intelligent enough to wander freely, so I'm going to put you as the pet hauling, and you can go find whatever food you want out there. So I think you're going to be the only starving animal. Trying to keep the animals from, like... So if the animals have a bed, which they do, they ought to come back to the bed every night and lower their chance to, like, wander away. Okay, power levels are okay. We're 1,000 excess now. And I'll just keep filling up the batteries. It's totally fine. Yep, the turbine's down. That's why I'm getting the component here. I noticed and started smithing. Ah, it's a nightmare. A lovely one. Challenging nightmare. Moro, I'm... yeah, you can use rice, too. That's my fault. Is there wind during darkness? Yes. The darkness doesn't affect that. The darkness will prevent solar flares, if I'm not mistaken. You can't have darkness and flares, which, thank goodness, because if you could, you'd just die if you got a solar flare during darkness and all your lights went out. You'd be like, well, guess I'm dead. But it doesn't change the weather. I don't think it could rain, but it doesn't slow down the wind. Would it help if I shoot up chunks for pets to haul? I mean, it could, and there's not a whole lot of stuff for the pets to do out here at the moment. Oh, apparently there was a... Who are you? Oh, you're the dude that fell from the sky. Most, as you can hear, most of what there is to haul out here has been hauled. So there's actually very little hauling for our pets to even do. I've almost gotten every chunk. In fact, there is 34 chunks left on the entire map. So, yeah, they can haul, but, like, only to a degree. Fang, what are you working on? Oh, you're just taking a bath. Gotcha. I'm going to flick the electric pump back on to make sure that our water tower's getting more water because we're irrigating our farm. And it would be bad to run out of water. And here's the tile cleaning zone. If you're wondering, like, how it's been improved, we've gotten a few tox packs worth there. Not much. Okay, I'm going to use the last 2 eggs for cooking. The rice is ready to go, so go get it. This darkness has lasted... Oh, you know what? I don't even know. It doesn't have a timer. It started April 10th, so we're about halfway through. 4 out of 8 potential days. And as soon as it's over, like, this farm will start being productive again. I don't have the power to make that productive right now. Noctal attack. Okay, so we have 10 Noctals. Animals. Into the ranch. Colonists rally. I would very much like to swap, get rid of the Sight Stealers in lieu of Noctals. Or at least one, if possible. Cyber Eye. Grab yourself an actual weapon. I wish I could zoom in closer. I know that there's the camera mod, so. Pump shotgun. Noctals are very strong in the dark. They have huge, they move super fast and they're super scary in the dark. And then as soon as you put lights on them, they are pathetic. So a well-illuminated combat environment is completely their Achilles heel. And they don't really care about ranched animals, as you could probably see. So as soon as you put a light on them, they're like, don't move, attack slow, you know. They're easier to deal with. Joker, I'm actually going to have you go... I don't really need to be set on fire. So go get a machine pistol and come back. Hold the door, Vermeer. Hold the door. Yeah, Solar Pinhole was great here. Absolutely. Had I not had Solar Pinhole, I would have rushed to get advanced lights for, like, floodlights. Alright, well, he did what he could. Moro, release yours as well. Everyone back up. And now the pets are gonna just gang up. Now there are some down but not out Noctals that we could capture. And then of course this is like a lot of Noctal meat. I think I'm going to, because the solar pinholes should last a while, I'm going to include this area for cleanup reasons and capture reasons as like you know, light level accessible. And then, close this door, hold a holding platform here, and capture a Noctal. Or two. So I'm looking at the ones that are down but not dead to see if, like, what is going to be easiest for us to control. You know, if anyone is paralyzed, that'd be ideal, but... Like, this one is got a claw missing, so it's going to be a little bit easier for us to safely control than the others. Well, solid defense. And if I can get two Noctals, I'm happy to part with a Sight Stealer in lieu of a Noctal. So we can get, like, the advanced ghoul stuff. Because, in my opinion, ghouls aren't really worth doing until you have ghoul enhancements and ghoul resurrection. I mean, they're worth doing, but they're so much stronger with the enhanced stuff. So between these two Sight Stealers, we've got right leg missing and arm and lung missing. So let's get rid of the arm-lung one. You're going to be executed. So we can free up the space. And Moro, let's have you perform that. Also, if I could turn off the Electro Harvester, that'd be great. I have enough grid excess that I don't think I need that. And it keeps him a little bit more secure. Alright, Moro, have you capture... I think the other two Noctals up here are, like, equal. Doesn't really matter. It's just bleeds. So, Moro, I'm going to have you capture this Noctal. And then... this one's dead in 9. Okay, we'll tend to this one. That also means we have the ability to do goal enhancements for advanced research. Because we're getting advanced entities. So escape interval, never. That's only because they're unconscious. And then we did turn off... no, we haven't turned that off yet. I'd still want at least one basic entity so that we can move basic entity research up. But yeah, the double Noctals is going to be great. Alright, what does their power look like now? Exactly 1,000 excess. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's the real treasure of the unnatural darkness? Yes, yes. Being able to ghoulify things in the future, for sure. Building a roof. Oh, instead, repair Vermeer. God, 0.4. Being deaf has its deficits. Alright, down and wet. Yeah, this containment cell, 139, 148, they're pretty good in terms of containment strength. There's really no issues with them. Simple meals. Moro, that is you. You gotta start cooking. No TV. Alright, we are 5th day of dark. The 5th dark day. Another thing that we could do here is... let's allow the mining of this area and the construction of that area, and I can just cast a little bit of like extra light. Well, not here. That is off limits. But cast a little extra light in case we exceed our boundaries. Oh, you know what? I don't have the side focus. Meditate! Yeah, no TV until you've done your chores. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't go up there yet. Oh, that wall's fine. Sorry, Scorpia. You got bit. Nasty critters. So there's really no point in, like, prepping this to be a farm until the darkness goes away. But I think this will be a pretty good one. It will help out a lot. And then this one, and that will be a lot of extra food. We haven't had anyone try to, like, disappear on us, which is great. We haven't had a rope. Oh, freaking open my stupid goddamn mouth. Alright, go juice time. Colas! Yeah, get back here. Get back here. God damn. I could also just close this door for now. Until they get hungry again. Because they probably just filled up a bunch. I'll do that. Yeah, I could start fertilizing it. Once it's cleared out. I want to wait until it's actually cleared. And now we have 238 twisted meat. We have another... I could prematurely harvest the corn. I'm going to wait as long as I possibly can for that. God, that is the most graffiti-laden micro bathroom I've ever seen. Alright, pets, don't go too far. Yeah, surprisingly, things are going kind of smooth. Another work drive. I'm not going to worry about the work drive just yet. I might want combat command for reasons. Terminal! You're trying to run. And we're having a brownout. That's scary. Flick. Dang it. The one spot that doesn't have light. I'm gonna turn the electro harvester back on. It's weird that the electro harvester, there we go. Electro harvester needs power to generate power. It's like kind of backwards. You are bit again. Not really sure. You know, I will turn that off and lower the output. Gotta do something, you know? Okay, so we're grid excess negative 110 watts. Well, what are some other Where else can I eke out a little extra power? So there's nothing on in here. Oh, yeah, we're not cooking anything at the moment. So flick that. Okay, we're okay. Nearly dead, but okay. I could always just drop another chemgen. You know, I could put the telescope here and drop another chemgen there. I think that's not unreasonable because a brownout is so scary. A ship down, really? Really? You want me to save someone in this current situation? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Your faction already hates me massively. I don't need to give you more reason to hate me. Good God. And then terminal, I don't think I can get. Terminal is just gonna roam away. I don't have the psi focus or bandwidth for anything like that. So have fun out there, terminal. They're really just sending people to die on my tile? Yes. Correct. Alright, so we've got a decent amount of excess power. I'm going to turn my water heater back on. Maybe, no, that's a lot of power needed. I will turn on the chemgen biofuel. Those aren't connected. Are they seriously not? Oh my god, oh my god. Hey, thank you for noticing. I am stupid. They were producing glorious amounts of heat. Alright, well now we have like proper excess. So let's flick stuff back on. And I'm feeling a mite bit stupid. Alright. Power grid. Looking good. That's because the sun lamp's off, but yeah, we might be fine in the morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Boundless Witch, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel, and all the people that turned out to the marathon. I really appreciate it. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow orphans in the orphanage.